G'day again. Okay, this is a quick follow up to the previous video about the rust in the trailer connections. Okay, I'm just going to show you the way I usually join wires together. Just a quick one. I probably should have shown soldering the wires into those plugs, those steel plugs, but anyway, it's done now. So yeah, just quickly get those wires together. Yeah. So what I like to do, so I used to just get those and twist them up, but then you got this big dag that you got to fold down, and when you got a half a dozen wires or more in one connection, you want to make it as thin as possible so that you don't end up with this big mass of taped up wiring that's looks ugly to start with, and it gets in your way. So what you do, cross them over in the center, like in the center of where you bared it, and I've bared it not quite half each, and so then you fold one end over, and you fold the other end over the opposite way. Wind them over, pull them tight, and try and get them straight. So if your wire's bend the wire, like if it's going to bend the wire back here somewhere so that it's just so that your actual connection is straight. A little bit of solder on your iron itself, that just it just heats the wire up quickly if there's already a little bit of solder on it. You don't want a great big blob. So when you end up with a big blob on your solder on, just give it a shake it off. But start with just a little bit. You don't want a lot, because it won't actually go into the wire. That just helps the heat. It won't actually go into the wire until you get a little bit of flux on it. You can see actually a bit of blackness there, so that there was, even though the wires look clean, there was a little bit of corrosion on there. Alright, so I'm going to go and test it now. I should tape all these up first, but yeah, I'll run the video the whole time while I'm taping them all up. I mean, that's a simple enough thing. Everybody can figure out how to tape up. One thing I do want to mention, your tape has more importance than just insulating it. Your tape protects it. And this is also the reason. See, I realised after I'd soldered those plugs on that I won't be able to feed it back through. See, this was still joined. And I wouldn't have been able to feed it back through the conduit. What I don't want, like I could have taken the plugs off and redid it, but wasn't about to do that either. But I don't want to join up the front where it's flexing. So I've recut it. Like this already had a join here anyway, so I just cut an inch out of it, cut the old joint out, rejoin it. But the thing with joining it here is, see, I've got saddle clamps on the wires, 2 of them, and this is tight. It's not going to be flexing anywhere. So what happens when you get flex on a solder joint is, so this is hard, this is flexible, and you've also got where the rubber finishes, the plastic finishes, you've got a weak point. So if this is continuously flexing, what's going to happen is it's going to snap the wire right at the edge of where the solder finishes and where the rubber starts. So you don't want any solder joint flexing in any way. I'd say, like when I tape it, I'll start the tape back here and right up there, and then when I've got all the wires taped, then I'll go over it 2 or 3 layers of tape so that I've got a solid piece that is not going to flex. Right, we're going to plug it in and test today. Okay, This could be an issue here. I haven't pulled all the wires through, and I don't want to pull them through very far at the moment either, because if I go pulling that wire through a bit more, then all those connections are like they'd be touching against each other and short out. Now we've got the cover on. See, I did manage to get them all back in, so all those wires are now soldered into these steel plugs, which should have been friggin' brass, you know. As I said, that's what you get when everything's made in China nowadays, you know. They got no concerns about what happens to anything after it leaves the factory. It's, you know, it's all about making a beer bulb quick, and that's all. As much thought goes into it, but yeah, they should not have rusted out in 6 months. It's just pathetic. They shouldn't rust out at all. They said all of these things should be made out of brass, but anyway, the other thing you do to see, when you buy it, that is up the other way. And I always turn it upside down. There's actually ridges on there which grip the wire. Well, it's got a rubber plug. When you do it up, yeah, this rubber plug will also help the wire. But yeah, you don't want any of these wires. You don't want it pulling back or moving in any way, because the same thing will happen here. Even without the solder, even if they're just screwed in, if there's any movement in these wires, they'll snap off at the connections. So yeah, anyway, don't worry about putting the bottom piece back on yet. Just going to plug it in and test it. See if we get all our. Right. Probably take you off the stand now anyway. But right. Back of the stand. Right, show you what I can see anyway. Right, we'll turn these up all the right way so you can see them all. Just going. Right, firstly, parking lights. Yeah, they're working. I don't know if this is a bit hard to tell what you can see, because I got sunlight reflecting off the lens, so hopefully you can see that. Okay, we've got Parkers. Got, yeah, that'd be useful. Yeah. Right indicator, left indicator, brake light. Yep. So we have everything working. Turn our parking light on. Yep. So it's working with the parkers on, working with it off. Cool. Alright. So that's that done. I'll finish taping these up now, and yeah. Then I'm going to work on this bit. This frame, I've marked, you probably can't see it, but I've marked where the number plate bolts on. I'm going to drill them out. I'm going to weld a couple of nuts behind it, 6mm nuts, or 6mm thread nuts, which are a 10mm spanner. On the back of it, bolt nuts, make the number plate on with. I did put threads in the frame just here before I bolted it on, and yeah, so I've now got Well, I've got to put a bar across the back of this because this is just a bit of C channel. You can't see it anyway, but yeah, you sort of can. Bit of C channel. So yeah, I've got to weld a couple of pieces of angle bar with a couple of holes in it, and then they're up here somewhere. So yeah, I'll get the hole saw out, cut a couple of holes big enough for the socket. Probably put rubber plugs in there, but it doesn't really matter if it doesn't. Instead, the number plate goes over it anyway. Yeah, this drain hole is under here, so yeah, it's not really an issue. But yeah, so that's what I got to do now, is make the thing bolt on, so that when I'm changing from using this trailer frame as is to putting the shell on it, just unplug my lights. These lights will be wired up to plug into the same place, and but yeah, that as I said, they'll have their own tail lights, so we'll need to be able to just take those off quickly and easily. Yeah. And one of the first things I'll be doing now, you can see one of the holes up the front where it bolts on. You see actually, because I drilled that in place from underneath. This is all timber shavings from drilling through the floor. Yeah, one of the first things I'll be doing now, as soon as I get this registered, is I'll be putting a bar tube, something across here with a couple of, with 3 tracks to hold push bike tyres, and I'll be doing the same at the back. And yeah, I probably need, you're going to need something to keep them upright as well, so not sure what I'll do. But yeah, I did have a rack. It fits on the tow bar on my Ford. It's this rack here. That's what I've been carrying the push bikes around. So I go, mountain bike riding with my 2 boys, and especially the youngest boy, we go riding every week, every Tuesday. But yeah, see, this used to bolt onto the tow bar on my Ford, and the wheels would sit in here and then there, and then we'd tie the front wheel on and then put another strap around from this one around the bikes themselves. But yeah, it's a hassle changing it over all the time, and it's heavy, and it makes the car sway around. There's no way I could put that on the Volkswagen, not a chance. It just, it'd be pulling the bug around everywhere. But yeah, what I'm getting to is I want to be able to go places bike riding a little bit cheaper now, so rather than using my V8. So yeah, so I got this trailer registered. I can tow the bicycles around with the trailer, and I could also modify that tracks or make them adjustable, so that, of course, we got 3 motorbikes as well, 3 dirt bikes. They all belong to my oldest boy, but yeah, so we can carry 3 motorbikes as well, and I can carry a boat on it. I can carry planks of timber, sheets of plywood. Yeah, this is going to be a whole range of uses for this trailer. So yeah, that's why everything has to be unboltable and interchangeable. Anyway, rambled on enough. So thanks for watching, and I'll get on with this. Bye.